Guys, it's me, Keisha, and I'm here with my all shade Married at First Sight season 3 premiere review. So, a little info on Married at First Sight if you've never watched it. It's on the FYI channel, and this is season 3 of Married at First Sight, and basically the show is basically indicative of the title. They go through a process of getting all these applicants that want to be in a loving relationship, wants to be married, and they do background checks on them. They do therapy sessions on these people. They, heavily, ask them questions about their background, their lives, what they want in their future, their likes, their dislikes, and they basically come up with 3 sets of couples to match up to get married at first sight. They literally meet each other on their wedding day. They don't know each other's names. They don't know each other's ethnicities. They don't know anything about each other. They literally meet when they walk down the aisle and marry one another. So, I watched season 1 and season 2 of the USA version of Married at First Sight, and I love the show. It is such a dope experimental show. I would honestly do something like Married at First Sight, especially when you're just tired of the dating scene and you want to be married and you want to just try something different and put yourself out there and you trust yourself to these experts, these therapists, and these, spiritual advisors. It's a phenomenal show, and it's just great to see like who actually stays together at the end of this process, because what they do is they marry at first sight on their wedding day, and then they move in with one another and each other's family. They adjust to each other's lives, and then after the 6-week process, they then meet up with the specialist and decide whether or not they want to stay married or get a divorce. There's no annulment. There's strictly marriage or divorce with this. So, in preparation of the season 3 premiere, the FYI channel sent me this gorgeous Till Death Do Us party pack in the mail over the holiday weekend. And I was so grateful and thankful of the FYI channel to send me this. Let me open it up for you all so you all can see what's on the inside. So on the inside, this is what it looks like. Hold up. They sent me, ooh, I don't want anything to fall out. They sent me some eye mask, a bow tie, a veil came with it, 2 Married at First Sight glasses, little party hats, cake mix, and some little cake decorations, a little wedding cake and everything to sit on top of the wedding cake. And they did a really cute little invitation. It was just so cute, the presentation. And this is how the veil look. I'm actually going to give this veil away to one of my followers. Her name is Baby. She's getting married and she wanted this veil because this veil is off the chain, honey. It's a caged veil and it's just beautiful. If I was getting married, I would wear this as one of my options, as one of my, wedding dresses. But I just love this party pack, and I thought it was just so sweet of the FYI channel to send that to me. Thank you once again, FYI, for sending me this party pack. I will most definitely be baking a cake with it. My son took one of the damn eye masks because they gave me 2. So let's get into the season 3 premiere review of Married at First Sight. This season is being taken place in Atlanta. And so when they did the process of, getting all these applicants in, the specialist stated how they were so surprised that most of the black men in Atlanta did not want to be matched up with black women. And I was just like, why am I not surprised? I wasn't surprised by it at all. It was sad to hear that, but this is the state of the day and age that we live in, where black men just don't want to be with black women. It's astonishing, it's mind-blowing, but it's just like, okay, girl, what the fuck ever. So let's get to the people that are being matched up. So the first person that we met was Trey. Trey is 27 years old. He's mixed. He's white and black. His mom's family was racist, and the mother took her daughter, I believe, that is fully Caucasian, and moved away to like Florida somewhere, and left Trey behind to live with his father's side of the family. So he has mama issues, okay, right off the bat, because his white mama left him, and he was raised by the black side of his family. His dad was a player. He had all these different kids by all these different women or whatever. He seems to me very emotional. He has trust issues, And he seems to me like he's gonna have issues with like having a backbone, and he seems kind of meek to me, but he's a handsome guy for the most part. I like Trey so far. We just gotta see if his mama issues are gonna play a factor in his marriage, which I really think they will. Then we met Samantha, who was 30 years old. And her grandmother actually wanted her to do the experiment. Her grandmother died right after she was chosen to be one of the couples to be matched up. And her grandmother died in her arms. And so she feels like this is her destiny to be married and to, make her grandmother proud. She's been single for 2.5 years. She wants a man like her grandfather. She's a branch manager. She's Jewish. She dates mixed men. And to me, Samantha was a little bit disheveled and always sweaty and all over the place to me. She had like this little animal that's called sugar gliders. They're like these little weird looking chipmunks. They're like really weird. Look them up. And she just seems like she's very earthy and just out there. And I don't know about Samantha. She seems like she's a sweet girl, but I don't know. It's something about Samantha that's a little bit too quirky for me. Then we met Vanessa, who's 26 years old. She's African American. She's an event planner. Her parents are divorced. She doesn't have a relationship with her father, so she has daddy issues, of course. To her, divorce is not an option. She's a very pretty girl with a very beautiful smile. She seems like one of them like sorority girls that is like pink and green, honey. She goes to brunch on Sundays. Like she seems like that girl. Um, then we met David. He's 29 years old. He's a white guy. He's an account executive. His dad died when he was 7 years old. He jumps into relationships too soon and overcommits too fast. He's a cute guy for a white guy. He's a ginger, redhead, or whatever. He seems like he's a fun guy. He likes to have fun. He's very energetic. But the warning signs, the red flags with him is that he's too impulsive and that he doesn't think before he does things. Because when he told his friends that he was going to be a part of this experiment to get married at first sight, they all looked at him like, what? Like, really? Like, we ain't got time for these games with you, David. Like, he seemed like the type of person that's always doing some more off the wall dumb shit. And everybody like, I'm not here for the foolishness. Then we met Neil. He's 31 years old. He's Indian and white, I believe. He has a beard that has his own zip code. He was giving me Indian, Rick Ross. I mean, that beard was like off the chain. He kept it up. It was beautiful, but it was just too much beard for me, honey. He's a laboratory specialist. He's still friends with his ex, which is a little weird for me because I'm not a friends with my ex type girl. I don't like all that shit. We together or we ain't. He's funny, kind of funny looking, but he's cute in a weird, quirky way. He reminds me of that one character off Beetlejuice at the end that had the shrunken head and Beetlejuice, but he's cute in a weird way. He looks like Samantha sugar glider. Like he looks like a human sugar glider, but he's cute. He's very stylish. He's very hip. He seems like he's very into grooming himself. He's into fashion and things like that. So I like Neil for the most part. Then the last girl was Ashley. She's 30 years old. She's a nursing student. Her brother has cerebral palsy. She feels like she's behind because she's not married. She's very pretty white girl. I think she has black curly hair. She's very cute, but she seems like she's on an Ambien drip at all times. Like her personality isn't that vibrant. So I don't really know about Ashley. I really haven't gotten a good gauge on her. She seems like she's very type A, straight laced, all about her business, not really of a party girl, kind of a shrewd girl. I don't know about her. So the couples that got matched up were Neil and Samantha. And I, off the bat, don't see it for them because they seem like they're too much of a mismatch. They seem like they're too different because, like I said, Neil is very into fashion. He's very hip. He's very chic. He seems like he's cultured, and he look like he like wine and cheese. And Samantha's this like zoo animal. She looks like she bathes when she feels like it. Like bathing is not really a everyday thing for her. It's like optional to me. It seemed like Neil will be giving her a makeover immediately. I see them being more friends than lovers. I don't think he'll be attracted to her after the wedding, after the makeup and the hair is done, because she's that girl that does not wear makeup. She does not comb her hair. She looks sweaty and disheveled at all times. But she seems like she'll be a beast in a second. Like she seems like she's that girl where she will turn your ass out. Like she look like she just her head spinning around. Like she's that girl. And I think she's gonna be a little bit too much sexually for Neil, because he seems like a little bit metrosexual, almost like a Chrisley type guy. Not Chris Chrisley, Lord. Todd Chrisley like guy to me. Then we have David and Ashley. They were paired up. He seems like he's going to be too impulsive and childish for Ashley because she's so straight laced. I think that he won't be stable enough for Ashley because she seems like she is very focused on what she wants, and he seems like he's a little bit all over the place. He seems like though that he will bring the fun out of her if she allows him to. Like I said, I can't really get a good gauge on Ashley, but if she allows him to bring the fun out of her and for her to allow him to help her loosen up, they might be a match for one another. She can, if he can bring out the fun side of her and she can give him some structure, they might work. Then the last couple that was paired together was Trey and Vanessa, the black couple. And to me, I see them working out on paper. They seem like they are a perfect match. They seem like a black Ken and Barbie. But he seems like he might be a little bit too emotional for her as far as the mother issues. And then with her having daddy issues or her father not being around, they seem like they might both have trust issues and will, have problems trusting each other right off the bat. They're going to have to really learn how to trust each other to make this thing work. She seems like she might be a little bit too laid. He might be a little bit too laid back for her. What else? Oh, and girl, Vanessa's wedding dress that she picked for her wedding. She had a blush colored dress. Oh my god, it was like a trumpet style dress. It was so freaking beautiful, because when I get married, I'm having a blush colored pink dress. It's gonna be off the chain. She looked beautiful. She was a phenomenal bride. And at the end of the episode, they started off with Trey and Vanessa's wedding. And of course, they loved each other when they saw each other as far as their physical attributes or whatever. But they made it look like Trey walks away like before they say I do, like he left the wedding. But I think that he just needed to take a moment to breathe. So I cannot wait to see next week's episode, to see all the weddings, to see what happens with the rest of the couples when they meet at first sight. I can't wait for this season to get revved up and started. So if you've never watched Married at First Sight, please take the time out and watch the show. The first episode, which was the premiere episode that came on tonight, is 2 hours. It's a little slow, but trust me, when they get to the wedding, that's when shit breaks loose and shit gets going. Like, it's a very phenomenal, thought evoking, loving, romantic show. And it just shows you the dynamics of attraction, personalities, and people falling in love with each other or not working out, period. So please take the time out to watch Married at First Sight on the FYI channel. It also airs on A&E. If you don't have the FYI channel, check it out on A&E channel. And yeah, I'll see you next week with my Married at First Sight Season 3 Episode 2 review. Thank you. Bye.